I'll say it again. Humans are strange.
How can I help you?
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
I've told that story 1,000 times. I've had enough of flying women.
It was very unusual.
Oh, a witcher.
Don't try anything.
There goes the peace, eh?
Squirrels, witches, an army led by a woman.
The gods, who needs this?
Get used to it. Lady Saskia will defeat Henselt and make Vergen her capital.
We killed most of the necrophages.
Most?
The passage to the lower level collapsed. They won't get out. In time, they'll die off and you can restart work.
Thank you, Witcher. The whole of Vergen thanks you. Here's your coin. Shive, Skaggs, and Zigrim will get the same.
How are things?
Everyone awaits the battle. Some pray, others drink. Zoltan and Yarpen are chasing peasants around the square. They need a bit of drilling. Iorveth's warriors are trying to be inconspicuous, and so they should. I'd feel better if they crawled up the devil's arse and disappeared. But Saskia thinks we don't stand a chance without them.
How long have you been alderman?
My predecessor was killed 3 years ago. I was one of his advisors. I knew my way round the circus, so I volunteered to manage things. No one opposed me. Mostly I deal with trade and taxes, and I organize assorted matters. In the end, everyone listens to Saskia, exclusively. Me included. See you, Governor.
Pale face, eyes like embers. It raised his hand and pointed a finger at them.
I'd rather rabbit dogs bite me in the arse than be pointed at by something.
Legs would carry him.
I'd run so fast I'd lose my head.
Don't try. Greetings.
Spend the night there.
Look, another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm. I have human women who are set astray.
Who's this, my failing eye spy? Geralt of Rivia visiting old Yarpen Zegrin.
Getting anywhere with the new recruits?
Like whores in a brothel, they're plowing away at full speed. Saskia's army's full of men better at holding their pricks than a weapon. The Zoltan and I are helping them catch up. Most importantly, they don't lack spirit.
They won't defeat Henselt's regulars with zeal alone.
We'll show you what an army facing either victory or death is capable of. For we've no other choice, Geralt.
I've been trying to figure out what Philippa Eilhart's doing in all this mess.
Same thing as always. Conspiring until she gets her pubes in a knot.
I know you hate sorceresses, but try to put your animosity aside.
We hate them, that's a fact. But why do you think that is? It's not because of their secret knowledge or their nice tits. Their hearts are full of dung, Geralt. Mark my words.
You exaggerate.
No, maybe not all of them. But Eilhart's the worst. Need I remind you how she peddled her arse to Dijkstra just to learn the plan for the Redanian intelligence service? Everyone in Vergen knows she's not into collie. I tell you this, it's her ilk that caused the ruckus on Thanid Island. Think she's any different here? I'm crap at talking, girl, but you do alright. So I'd appreciate it, as soon as Saskia's better, slip a word in her ear to watch out for Philippa.
Were you in Rivia when I got caught on that pitchfork?
Was I? Fuck, Wolf, I saw you die! I didn't see the little bastard who took you for a haystack, but I swear it looked like you weren't going to make it. So I'm well glad you managed to lick your wounds.
I don't know if it taught me anything.
Come on, it had to. Not many have survived their own death.
You haven't noticed that I'm pissing up wind again, fighting for a cause that isn't mine.
No, I haven't.
A free upper Aedirn is in the interests of any decent fellow.
Did you fight at Brenna?
Oh, fuck. I knows you've got amnesia, but you could have remembered that. Ah, it was a beautiful day. On one side, 46,000 black ones. On the other, us, the Nordlings together. The Redanians led by De Ruyter on the left, the Temerian regiments in the middle, and us on the right. The Mahakam Volunteer Army. All dwarves. Even the likes of Cohor must have shit his britches at the sight of us.
He hardly lacked courage, as I heard it.
All right, brave bastard, that's true. Prefer to die than run like a rat. I don't believe I've ever seen a bigger melee. Except maybe 3 years ago here at Bergen. Would have managed that day too, even without the magic. That burning shit that fell from the sky. Why, even the Dun Banner knelt before us when we brought our battle axes down.
Some say not one of the Dun Banner survived. Any truth to that?
Biggerhorn nabbed the survivors as they fled south. But most men of the Banner lie in the catacombs, along with a standard. The Dun Banner. What the hell kind of name is that for a unit anyway? It's as if they couldn't get their fucking flag clean.
Zoltan claims you can arm wrestle like no one else.
He's right. Did he tell you I beat him?
Omitted that bit, somehow.
Oh, fart.
Want to wrestle me?
I'm ready for your challenge always. So?
Show me what you got.
Very unusual.
What would be unusual is if you return home sober like that. You wouldn't have That Witcher, who's he?
He travels the lands, killing monsters for gain.
Who's he got those glistening eyes?
Sorcerers mutated him.
That's some training you received at Kaer Morhen.
You're no wimp yourself.
Let me tell you about
This one first of
this.
You've told that story 1,000 times. I've heard enough of flying women.
It's very unusual.
Is Cecil your guardian?
Aye. Ever since my parents passed on. They took me in, fed me, taught me a profession and how to live, really.
How did your parents die?
During one of the massacres Demavend arranged for us. But I'd rather not talk of that.
Sure, sorry. The mine's safe again. Any plans to do something with it?
Of course! Soon as the battle's done, we'll resume digging. Shame to let those rich deposits go to waste. My uncle says they'll put Vergen right back on its feet. Zoltan's talking about a shared enterprise or some such. He's to manage operations with my uncle as general overseer. We just got to save the town first.
I'm looking for places near Vergen where magic would be strong. Somewhere a sorcerer might have stayed.
Let me think. Verfrin, a summoner of elementals, once lived in the wood beyond Vergen. They say his creatures excavated the entire southern wall. You could also search the nearby ruins and abandoned crypts. If boulders with arms and legs aren't magic, then I don't know what is.
Hey, Scalen, wanna arm wrestle?
I really like to wrestle, but
Show me what you're made of.
I'm at the top of the pile. So you'll need to defeat the others first.
Who should I challenge?
Those chumps. Yarpen Zigrin and Sheldon Skaggs.
You won't trick me any by you around.
One freak bigger than the next.
How are you, Sheldon?
Better than at Brenna, though we've quite a rumble ahead of us. But I promise you this, we'll kick Henselt's arse and send him scurrying back to Kedwin.
Zoltan says your company are true arm wrestling masters.
Unbeatable, last I recall.
Is that so? Care to check if that's still true?
Sounds good. Ready to take me on?
Give me your best shot.
Let me tell you. Fell from the sky.
Sure there's no dwarfen blood in your family?
I'll tell you when I get my memory back.
Fight these balls!
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
Did I mention something? What the hell do you have?
Hey, Scalen, wanna arm wrestle?
I really like to wrestle, but,
Show me what you're made of.
all right. Want to take me on?
Show me what you're made of.
Sabrina Glebisig was on the table with a fist.
That's why she's dead.
You wouldn't trick anybody,
He's one who can change the fate of kingdoms. Very true. Sets me teeth.
I believe I'd split a rock with my dick sooner than I'd beat you at arm wrestling.
I guess that makes me the new champion of Vergen.
No shame in losing to the White Wolf. Though there's one who could still be a match for you.
Who?
The mighty Numa. I wrestled him in Kovir. Couldn't move my arm for the next week. They say he don't play fair. But that's just losers talking. You ever wrestle him? Give him my regards.
I will.
What would be unusual is if you return home sober for once. You wouldn't trick anybody around.
Let me tell you.
Good thing you're here, Geralt. A rhyme for wonder?
I'm no poet.
I know, but you have good ideas sometimes.
Yonder?
Good!
Writing a sonnet for your new muse?
Better than that. I'm composing an anthem for Vergen. Want to hear the first version?
No.
Listen. May those who dream of freedom arise, seeing the sight of liberty with their eyes. Let us go together, become our brother. The choice is yours, you know there's no other. How far shall we venture in this great wonder? Elf, dwarf, and human set forth together yonder. Like it?
It rhymes, kind of.
All right then, tell me what you discovered.
My memory's coming back. It's just bits and pieces so far, but I can feel them coming together, forming a whole.
What have you remembered?
A voyage, an endless trek south. I was following Yennefer in the Wild Hunt. I have no idea how long. It got cold. Only old people were left in the villages I passed through, but they all refused to tell me what had happened to the young, to their children. I finally pressed a man for information. He blamed it on wolf packs, on an outburst of drowners and rot fiends. No one mentioned the Wild Hunt.
Did you catch up to the hunt?
I don't know.
Got anything you can follow?
I'm looking. You once mentioned some elven poems about the hunt.
I believe I said they could exist, and they'd be old. I don't know any, but look around. You're pretty good at finding things.
One thing's for sure. Letho's not on this side of the fog.
If you wanted to pursue the assassin, you should have gone to Henselt's camp with Roach.
Just because I went after Triss doesn't mean I've forgotten about Letho.
Why do you care so much? It's not your coop or your chickens.
My reputation's a little more important than hens in a coop. Until I find Letho, I'll be considered a murderer.
No one thinks you're a kingslayer here.
You're dead wrong. They treat me well because they need me. That could change in an instant.
You're probably right. Let's say you catch him. What then?
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head. My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss, Yennefer, that's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have two women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I believe I'll find Triss alive.
And Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her. Iorveth seems to have changed.
Everyone changes here. Except you, of course.
I'm not sure I like changes of that kind. I find them hard to believe.
You're an idiot. Saskia's giving Iorveth a chance. If he uses it well, he'll finally be able to emerge from that hole in the ground he's been living in for years. That's the least of it. If he plays his cards right, he could win everyone's respect. People only remember what they want to remember.
I suppose you're right. A free state in the Pontar Valley could turn Iorveth from a brigand into a knight.
Which is why it's useless to wonder why he's changed. I wouldn't trust him with my child. But who knows what he'll become?
Is it my imagination, or have you become a propaganda mouthpiece for the court?
You know what I really like about this place? There is no court. People are with Saskia because they want to be, not because they have to or should be.
You have a tendency to go from one extreme to the other.
And you have a tendency to shit on every ideal, even the most noble.
I try to take an objective view of the world.
Yet you've joined us. You have, haven't you?
I'm on Vergen's side, at this time.
Don't want to commit, eh? Well, Vergen isn't some whore you can just screw and forget.
You're right. Once you're on a teetering bridge, you might as well cross it.
Finally, spoken like a man. Oh, sorry, that was racist. Wise words, Witcher.
Don't be afraid of him!
What would be unusual is if you How can I help you?
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
Witcher.
Don't try anything.
I'll say it again. Humans are strange.
Thought we had a basilisk in the basement. Turns. Let's hear it.
See, when they're to marry, they become terribly picky.
Look, another one. You let one human in and
How can I help?
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
Ah, you've told that story 1,000 times. I've heard enough of flying women.
one freak bigger than the next.
Don't try anything.
I'll say it again. Humans are strange.
Let's hear it. See, when they're to marry, they become terribly... Hey! Have to check everything. Whether the bride's been ploughed, has a dowry, is diligent, yet here we've a common girl. Claims she's a virgin, and nobody questions her virtue. What do you say to that?
You've answered your own question.
They flee their everyday lives and plunge into the sea.
Exactly. The rich and the poor alike. Not just humans are that.
What's the rush?
How do you see it? Do the
Witcher! Killer of the beast of the outskirts! Slayer of the Striga! I shall be your dog, the most faithful of servants. I shall remove pebbles from your way, so you don't wound but a foot.
Thanks for the praise, but I don't need a servant.
Take everything I have, Savior. All my belongings are yours. All of them.
Really? Then give me what you've got and take care.
Perhaps we should pray?
It's gotten late.
I'd rather talk about tits, to be honest.
Lout.
Emo.
Oh, Witcher, I'm glad I found you. I've got something for you.
We know each other?
So surprised by a stranger bearing gifts? Ah, you humans, egotistical barbarians you are. I was in Flotsam when the massacre started. Just accept it. I won't take no for an answer.
Thanks.
I'll say it again. Humans are strange. Let's hear it.
See, when they're to marry, they become terribly picky.
You hugged a bear or
Have to
what?
check everything. Whether the bride's been ploughed, has a dowry, is diligent. Yet here we've a common girl. Greeting! Claims she's a virgin.
And nobody questions her virtue. They just follow her to war. To death.
What do you say to that?
You've answered your own question. Humans follow adventure, get drunk on ideas, and while drunk, have no doubts.
They flee their everyday life.
Hello.
Hey-ho,
One freak
hey-ho.
bigger than the next.
So, you thought it over?
I wouldn't mind a closer look at your swords. Care to browse through my wares? I wouldn't mind.
Elves, they talk a lot, think very little. In the end, they end up dead, shouting, "We really showed them."
Iorveth, we have never seen a like him.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the...
You let one human in.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the...
I've told that story 1,000
One
times.
freak
I've
bigger
heard
than the
enough of
next.
flying women.
It was very unusual.
You return home sober for once. You won't trick any by
Greetings!
Rotten times.
Another one. You let one
Hello?
human in and in no time you've got a storm.
How can I?
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
I've told that story 1,000 times. I've heard enough of flying women.
It was very unusual.
Don't try anything.
I'll say it again.
Humans are strange.
Greetings, Vatgern. I'm glad to see you again.
Again?
Flotsam? The fire? Funny how these things work. I'll never forget that. Oh, unimportant. Needless to say, I'm deeply indebted.
Sorry.
No need to be. But I feel I should pay you back somehow. I've started anew here, you know. That always builds confidence. Sure I can't tempt you with something?
Wait a minute. Is this what I think it is?
It is if you want it to be. We elves might seem strange by your standards. You saved my life. A bit of joy as recompense is not too much to ask.
I'm intrigued. It's been a tough day. I think some joy might do me good.
Am I ever glad to have that debt off my mind?
I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for us both. Oh, I have a memento for you. Take this.
A key?
To an old mine pit. I've no use for it. But you're quite there.
All right. Thanks. Magic or danger?
At your service.
Did I hear you mention a job?
Indeed. One very much in your line. I know a collector in Vengerberg. He pays well for all kinds of monster-related curios.
Ericus venom? Necker hearts? Sounds doable.
Harpy feathers.
Uh-huh. Why feathers?
I never asked. Got the order and that's that. Interested?
What kind of coin are we talking about?
Why don't we do a test? Bring me a bundle of fine feathers for which I'll pay you, and if we're both satisfied, we'll figure things out.
He's gonna want more than a bundle? That'll mean a lot of traipsing around.
A few more, yes. So?
I'll keep my eyes open, but no promises. I've got more important things to deal with.
You're strange, but a good fellow nonetheless.
medallion's telling me something. Magic or danger?
You're strange.
I've got your feathers.
Wonderful. Excellent quality. Just what I needed. I'll pay for each and every one. If you're in need of coin, just bring me more.
Harpies have become rare in this area.
I'm not sure I understand.
Supply drops, prices rise.
By how much?
Pay me 1.5 times as much and we've got a deal.
You must be mad! I'll not give you that!
You said this was Witcher's work, so either agree to my rate or find yourself another Harpy specialist.
So be it. I shall pay you more. At your service.